Picture this. It is 2004. You run a bank. Every single morning you walk in and there is more fraud, more stolen cards, more customers losing their minds on the phone.
You patch one hole and 3 more open up. You hire consultants, upgrade everything, lose sleep over it, and nothing works. Because somewhere out there in the dark, there is one guy at a keyboard, and he is laughing at every single thing you try.
At his peak, one man had his hands on 1.8 million stolen credit cards. Not a crew, not a cartel, one guy.
And here is the part that genuinely keeps me up at night. The FBI was not hunting him. They were paying him. He was running the biggest stolen credit card marketplace on the entire internet while on the federal payroll.
Welcome to the AI Maverick Podcast. I am Marcus.
And I am Jess. Today we are getting into the real story of Max Butler, the man the underground knew as the Iceman.
So let us go back. Late 80s. Max is a teenager in Idaho, and I know Idaho is not exactly where you picture a future criminal mastermind.
Right? But this kid was not out causing chaos. He was obsessed with how computers worked, not playing games, taking them apart in his head, finding every crack, every seam, everything that was not supposed to bend.
And back then, the internet had basically no locks on it. Weak passwords, zero security culture. A patient and curious teenager could just wander through systems that were never meant to be open.
And every system he got into taught him something new. By the time he was in his 20s, Max Butler was one of the most skilled hackers in the underground, respected, a little feared.
Which is exactly why, by the mid-90s, the FBI came knocking.
Now normally, in this story, that is where it ends. You get caught, you go to court, lights out. Case closed.
But the FBI looked at Max and did not see just a criminal. They saw an asset. Someone who could walk into rooms and earn trust in ways they never could on their own.
So instead of arresting him, they recruited him, made him a confidential informant, sent him right back into the underground to map it out for them.
And here is where it gets twisted. Because every single day he spent working for the FBI, watching how the money moved, studying who the players were, learning how the whole machine ran.
He was taking notes for himself.
The FBI thought they had him, but the student was quietly becoming the kingpin.
So Max builds Carter's Market. And before you picture some shady little chat room, stop right there. This was not that.
This thing was structured, sophisticated. It ran almost like a real business.
He looked at the criminal underground and saw the problem hackers stealing databases, buyers constantly getting scammed, zero trust between anyone, total chaos. And he thought, I can fix that.
So he built infrastructure, reputation systems, so you could verify who you were buying from, a whole process for resolving disputes between criminals.
And Marcus, he built customer support, actual customer support, for stolen credit cards.
I know.
Like, if the stolen card you bought did not work, you could file a complaint.
You could lodge a formal complaint about your stolen goods.
Beat. I cannot even process that.
And that is exactly what made it unstoppable. Because it worked. People trusted it. And trust brought more sellers. More sellers brought more buyers. More buyers made it bigger. It was the exact same network effect that built Amazon, just aimed at stolen identities.
At its peak, his network touched 1.8 million stolen cards. The Department of Justice put the fraud damage at $500 million.
$500 million. One man. One platform. And still on the FBI payroll the entire time.
But here is the detail that tells you everything about who Max Butler really was. He once found a serious vulnerability, something that could have broken real infrastructure. And he reported it. He helped patch it. He did the right thing.
And then quietly installed a backdoor so he could get back in later.
He fixed the front door and kept a hidden key under the mat for himself.
That is not reckless. That is calculated. He was not breaking things for fun. He was building leverage, accumulating power. Running Carter's Market the same way a real chief executive runs a company, staying ahead, protecting the operation, always thinking 3 moves out.
So what finally brought him down? Not a genius investigator, not a rival hacker.
Human error.
One person on his team used a stolen card carelessly. One sloppy transaction. That was the thread.
Investigators pulled it. And the whole thing came apart, account by account, identity by identity, all the way back to Max.
He was arrested in 2007. By 2009, the evidence was overwhelming. He pleaded guilty. Computer fraud, identity theft. 13 years in federal prison.
Quiet. The Iceman finally melted.
He walked out in 2021, and the world had completely moved on. The techniques that made him dangerous were ancient history. He was a relic of a different era.
But here is the question I cannot shake. What does a mind like his look like today? With artificial intelligence, with deepfakes, with entire criminal economies running on invisible infrastructure.
Because the gap between a great hacker and a great security defender is not skill. It is not even intelligence. It is just the direction you aim it.
Same knowledge.
Same mind.
Different choice.
Pause. And that choice is the whole story.
If this one got under your skin, share it. Send it to someone who still thinks cybercrime is just something that happens in movies.
Subscribe to the AI Maverick wherever you listen or watch. We go deep on the stories behind the technology running your world. I am Jess.
I am Marcus. See you next time.